Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. Modern Pokemon card prices are on the climb again, with most modern Pokemon card sets as well as the chase cards along with them have been seeing significant jumps compared to vintage Pokemon card prices, which have been stagnant over the past 6 months. We're talking about a very specific group of cards, which is right around Sun and Moon base set all the way till around Brilliant Stars is seeing the largest jumps. Some sets like Team Up are going for over $1,000 a booster box, and some other Pokemon card sets like Cosmic Eclipse, which came out just 9 months after Team Up, which is going for right around under $1,000. It's insane for these Pokemon card sets because they are so new. These Pokemon card booster boxes are only a couple of years old, and they're already starting to reach the $1,000 price point. So what is driving up the value in modern Pokemon card prices? Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why modern Pokemon cards are leaving vintage in the dust. The first major reason why I think modern Pokemon cards are so incredibly popular right now is due to the entry point for the prices. Vintage Pokemon cards have gotten very expensive, especially for sealed products. If you're looking to collect vintage Pokemon cards, you're going to be easily dishing out hundreds upon thousands of dollars if you want to have a decent vintage Pokemon card collection. A base set Charizard, even in decent condition, can run you hundreds and hundreds upon thousands of dollars, and that's just a single Pokemon card, a single holographic Pokemon card. So if you're looking to collect vintage Pokemon cards, it's going to rack you thousands of dollars very quickly. Whereas for modern Pokemon card sets, it's so easy to get a super cool looking Pokemon card collection. When it comes to modern, the entry point is very affordable for the most recent Pokemon card sets. Something like Crown Zenith, you can get yourself 30, 40, 50 cards from the Galarian galleries for just $100. So many cards inside of the Crown Zenith Galarian galleries are going for just $1 or $2 that you can get a gorgeous Pokemon card collection at a very affordable price. The second reason why I think modern is so popular right now is due to people wanting to have a unique voice when it comes to their Pokemon card collection. If you collected Pokemon cards 5, 10, 15 years ago, your collection probably look no different from anyone else's Pokemon card collection. You probably had base set, jungle, fossil, neo, and E-series, and pretty much everyone's Pokemon card collection kind of looks the same. Nowadays, that cannot be further from the truth. Everyone wants to have a unique Pokemon card collection that represents who they are as a Pokemon card collector. With the rise of social media and so many different ways for you to show off your Pokemon card collection, everyone wants to have a unique collection. And the Pokemon company is driving that. Nowadays, there's so many different ways for you to collect Pokemon cards. You can collect based on energy type, you can collect based on Pokemon type, you can have a collection based around a unique style of aesthetic, you can have a dark, somber, gothy Pokemon card collection, or you can have a bright, bubbly Pokemon card collection. It just goes down to what you want to decorate your collection, how you want your collection to represent you, and how your collection speaks to who you are as a Pokemon card collector. Never before have we seen so many collectors want to have a unique voice when it comes to their collection, and people are going in that direction where everyone is diversifying how they collect, what they think is cool. And I think that's great for the hobby when we can have so many different, diverse, unique ways for how you can collect Pokemon cards. The third reason why I think Pokemon card collecting has gone so popular for modern Pokemon cards is due to the rise of full art trainer cards. You've seen it, I've seen it, full art trainer cards have become incredibly popular over the last couple of years, and they have even become some of the chase cards for modern Pokemon card sets. Full art trainer cards have been around for quite a while, and I honestly had to even put out an apology video a couple of years ago where I told people I was wrong about full art trainer cards. For the longest time, whenever a new collector would come to me and say, hey, I'm looking to collect full art trainer cards, what do you think? I've actually been steering them away from it. I told them, you know, you probably don't want to collect the trainers. They've never really been collectible when it comes to Pokemon cards. The Pokemon have always taken the spotlight, and the trainers have never become valuable collector cards. So when someone's new to the hobby, I try to steer people away from it, and that was wrong of me. The first major reason is people should collect whatever they enjoy. And if someone really enjoys full art trainer cards, I shouldn't be steering them away from that. And the second big reason is that full art trainer cards have seen a major dynamic shift that even I, as a longtime collector, did not see firsthand until it was way too late. And I was actually late to the party when it comes to collecting full art trainer cards. So what do I mean? Well, when full art trainers were sort of introduced around the XY era, they were actually, I would say, kind of a miss. They didn't look that great. A lot of the early iterations of full art trainer cards, I would say, were just not very attractive. I didn't find the appeal of them until Sun and Moon. When Sun and Moon came around, the full art trainer cards really saw a dynamic shift where the arts just popped, the cards looked gorgeous, and they were so much more collectible. And honestly, I should have recognized that. So I'm late to the party. I've been collecting full art trainer cards for around 2 years now. I have a decent full art trainer card collection, but that's one of the reasons why Modern is so popular, is due to the rise of another different avenue for you to collect Pokemon cards. You don't even have to collect the Pokemon anymore. A lot of people just recognize that the trainers have so many unique characteristics that people resonate with, that people are willing to collect, and I completely appreciate that. The fourth reason why Modern has seen a significant jump in price compared to Vintage is due to a generational gap. A lot of new collectors who are entering the hobby right now, who are in their young 20s or in their late teens, did not grow up with the early base set Pokemon cards. They did not grow up with base set, they did not grow up with Fossil, Jungle, Neo. They grew up with Platinum, they grew up with Black and White, they grew up with X and Y, they grew up with Sun and Moon even. So for a lot of new collectors, they don't have that emotional attachment to base set, Jungle, Fossil, and these early Pokemon cards that a lot of us older collectors really have. So with this generational gap, what we're going to see is some of these younger collectors are going to start driving the market for these new hot Pokemon cards that just weren't base set Charizard. And I have seen that. A lot of people have actually stated to me that they find some of these older sets kind of boring, where the chase cards were simple hollow. There are people that find the appeals inside of simple hollows, but with the rise of modern Pokemon cards, there's just so much more in terms of eye-popping, eye-catching artwork that older Pokemon cards just do not have the same level of appeal to these younger collectors. And that's what you are seeing across many different hobbies, even outside of Pokemon. Something like vintage baseball cards. Those vintage baseball cards are still cool and they are still valuable, but it's really modern baseball cards that a lot of younger people are gravitating towards just because these are the players that they grew up with. And we're seeing the same with Pokemon, where base set is no longer what is desirable to be collected. It may be for some who want to go back to those days, but because people didn't grow up with them, they don't have the same desire to collect these older Pokemon cards. The last reason why so many people are collecting modern over vintage, and this probably will not surprise you, is due to the rise of alternate art Pokemon cards. There's so many different alternate art Pokemon cards nowadays, with trainer galleries, Galarian galleries, or even just regular chase alternate arts that are inside of sets like Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars. These alternate art cards are just super cool, and there's so many different designs for any different type of Pokemon card collectors. There's a lot of different alternate art cards out there that I would say did not really land with me, but they did with other collectors. I've seen so many different collectors who say certain cards are absolutely gorgeous due to their simplicity, and other people have said that the more complex alternate art cards are their favorite, but there's all kinds of different ways for you to approach it, and there are hundreds of alternate art cards now. We've reached the point where we are into the triple digits numbers of recent modern alternate art cards. There's so many different ones and they are not stopping. With the rise of Scarlet and Violet, the Pokemon Company is adding alternate art cards into every single modern Pokemon card set, and they have never been more popular. Pokemon cards is seeing a dynamic shift where a simple, basic holographic Pokemon card will never be able to compare to the different types of alternate art cards that are out there. There's so many different stylistic choices that you as a collector have so many different choices for what kind of Pokemon cards you can add to your collection, and this brings all the other points together. Alternate art cards can be incredibly cheap and affordable. You can get yourself a very large, gorgeous looking alternate art card collection. If you're someone that wants to diversify your collection, if you want to have a unique Pokemon card collection, if you want to have a cool looking, gorgeous Pokemon card collections, alternate art cards brings all of that together. There's an alternate art card for any kind of Pokemon card collector, and I think the Pokemon Company knows they have a home run on their hands with these alternate art cards, and I think they will ride this wave for the rest of the Scarlet and Violet era. I don't know if alternate art cards will always be around, but they have been a hit. They continue to be a hit, and I don't see why the Pokemon Company would stop releasing them anytime in the near future. Alright everybody, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been my top 5 reasons why modern Pokemon cards have been climbing in value while vintage Pokemon card prices have really seen a slump over the past year or two. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are and if this list makes sense to you. If you have any other reasons, let me know down in the comment, and I will see you guys next time.